chair recognizes Representative Ballinger to speak to the bill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to speak on behalf of HB 859. As many of you know, I worked as a victim advocate with the prosecuting attorney's office. In that capacity, I assisted countless victims who were dealing with the terrible things that had happened to them. These were victims of some of the most terrible crimes you can imagine: murder, rape, aggravated assault. At that stage in the process, all I could do was get them counseling, hold their hand, and speak for them throughout the judicial process. They were already victims. I believe one of the most important parts of my job as a state representative is to continue to speak to victims and on their behalf. Today, I stand in support of HB 829 to speak for them again. Only this time I implore you to permit them the opportunity to avoid becoming a victim. I speak today asking you to empower would-be victims with the ability to defend themselves, to stand up to predators that would otherwise prey on them because they are smaller, weaker, older, disabled, or simply outnumbered. As a nation, we have determined that it is appropriate for 18-year-olds and older to fight in our military to defend this country. Those brave young women and men are deployed all over the world in our country's defense. As a legislative body, we have agreed that those Georgians 21 and older can apply for and obtain a permit to carry a concealed weapon. But for some reason, we restrict our citizens' right to protect themselves on college campuses, as if crime doesn't occur on campus. We force the diminutive female college student, the wheelchair-bound grad student, the non-traditional single mom returning to school at night to complete her degree, to subject themselves to the will of those that would prey on them precisely because of their size, sex, disability, or age, and in a location where they have been deliberately disarmed. Even if, like me, students must park far from campus, they are made easy prey by the university's Victims Everywhere policy. Forced to disarm and traverse areas both on and off campus in a very high crime area, I was stripped of my right to defend myself both on and off campus. And predators, while cowardly, will choose to prey upon those who have no means to defend themselves. They are all too aware that folks on college campuses have been stripped of their right to defend themselves. We have taken from them their ability to defend themselves. If you believe in equality and justice for all, regardless of someone's age, gender, or disability, I encourage you to pass this bill. If, however, you believe that women and men across this state must give up their right to defend themselves in order to seek a higher education, vote no. However, if you vote no, I would suggest you be willing to volunteer as a victim advocate and be willing to hold a victim's hand and look in their eye and explain your vote. And I hope you remember this vote every time you hug your daughter, son, or spouse goodbye and send them off to class. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, empower our university students with the right to defend themselves. Vote yes on HB 829. Mr. Speaker, I know there are a lot of more people to speak on the bill, so at this time I will yield the well.
The lady has yielded the well. Is there any objection to adopting the committee substitute? The chair hears none. The committee substitute is adopted. Is there any objection to agreeing to the report of the committee, which was favorable to the passage of the bill? The chair hears none. The report of the committee is agreed to. Shall this bill now pass? All those in favor of the passage of the bill will vote aye. All those opposed will vote no, and the clerk will unlock the machines. Have all members voted? Have all members voted? If so, the clerk will lock the machine on the passage of House Bill 859. The ayes are 113, the nays are 59. This bill, having received the requisite constitutional majority, is therefore passed.